And a very pleasant good morning and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Bleckman, and I'm here with Scott Savin. We'll be doing a whole week by ourselves. Stu's out in the Cayman Islands getting his tan on, enjoying his vacation. And we're pleased to welcome you all to this Thursday matinee performance. We will have 9 games for you beginning at 12 noon. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offer win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. And if these terms are new to you, we'll explain them throughout the performance here today. We have a couple of specialty wagering options. We got 2 pick 3s now. We have an early pick 3 that begins before the start of game number 4, encompasses games 4 through 6. Also, that late pick 3 covers games 7 through 9. To play that pick 3, correctly pick the winners of those 3 games to cash in on a nice little bonus as part of that pick 3. We also have the high-paying high 5 jackpot. High-paying, the emphasis on that high-paying, still going at a pretty good rate here in this 2020 season. That begins in game number 3 with its $2,000 guarantee in each and every performance. And of course, we have that all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning before the start of game number 1. That's a little more difficult. That one's at pick 8. Correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8. If you get all 8 of those winners correct and you are the only ticket with that combination, you will take home that $3,000 here today. That carryover has been building up. It's close to $2,000, so perhaps at the end of the season here, that will be up over $3,000 to make that Ocho a little more enticing for someone to hit it before we conclude this 2020 season here. But of course, we have online wagering. That's available at watchandwager.com, but placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. A couple different options if you don't want to wager. Free-to-play Fantasy Jai-Alai. We're getting underway with the week here in just about 7 minutes. Right when we get to game number 1, we will lock those lineups. Go to fantasyjai-alai.com if you've yet to sign up. And it's a fun way to get involved with the action. Costs nothing to you. You sign up there, sign up with an email, create an account, and then you can start potentially earning real cash prizes. Each week, you have a $21 budget to pick the best fantasy lineup that you can. Each player is a different cost value. The better players are going to be worth more. Some of the lower players are going to be worth a little bit less. You build the best lineup you can with that $21. You get 5 points per win, 3 points per place, 2 points per show, and 1 point per quad finish that your player earns throughout the week. And then we total those up at the end, and the person that finishes atop those standings will get $150 cash prize, and if there's multiple winners, we'll split that $150 in addition to a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt. So go ahead and sign up if you've yet to do so with that. Fantasy Jai-Alai, we're trying to get up to 200 players, and if we get to 200, Magic City said they would up that cash prize to $200 each and every week. We do have one scratch here today. Fred has been scratching all of his scheduled appearances. Fred has been scratching all of his scheduled appearances, so we'll give you the rundown. Only affects the first 3 games and none of those doubles games here for you today. So game 1, post 1, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Bueno. Game 1, post 1, scratch Fred, replace him with Bueno. Game 2, post 2, scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. Game 2, post 2, scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. And finally, game 3, post 5, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Game 3, post 5, scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. That has been a complete rundown of the scratch of Fred. Only affects those first few games and only one of those high 5 games. So not too much to change there, but the first 3 games Fred is scratched, and it's going to be the program sub for all of those. And of course, we still recognize that many of you may be sheltering in place, safer at home, or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. And of course, wherever you may be, we hope that you're safe, healthy, and we're glad to be able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 12 noon, it is time to play Jai-Alai. And you see there up on that clock, we do have a minute till we get into game 5. We'll bring in Scott here. Scott's joining us in the booth. We do not have Stu this week. As we sat out in the Caymans, he sent me a picture. He's red as a tomato already. So we'll see if he comes back here, and he may stay. I don't know. Well, tough to get him back.
He threatened to stay, Andrew. How are you?
I'm doing well here, Scott. A good week, and after what we saw last week with the beginning of that doubles, the whole tone of the program had really kicked up a notch. The guys were playing incredibly well once they...
Plenty of time left.
Yeah.
So any of those 3, and who knows if anyone else is going to really make a last sort of end of the season charge. We got a lot to talk about today, Andrew. You and
Yes.
I will cover all that. I don't know if we have or don't have a video before game one.
We got this video before
Okay.
game number 1 here. We'll get right into that. It's going to explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance. If you've been joining us before, you know that is Spectacular 7 scoring. Here it is.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we're back here now, less than a minute till we get into the first game of the playing week here at Magic City. We're going Thursday through Sunday. 2 performances here today. Doubleheader tomorrow, 12 and 4 as well. And then we're back here Saturday, 4 p.m. Sunday, we close out the week at 12 noon. 6 total performances for you. And a whole lot of highlight to play here. We got about a month and a week left in this 2020 season. So coming to a close here, guys got to make their last minute push up those single standings. They're still, kind of in this in between here. There's a lot of games left, but at the end of the day, there's still not that many. You got to win these games here. And for the guys like El Barba, Ben, who really need to make a push up those standings, these are critical games. And it starts right away with these early games for El Barba. You saw those entries up there. They flash there on your screen for that first game. We should be good. Should be good here for the rest of the program, and we are ready to begin game number 1. And game number 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it up to 7 points, all points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin, serving in the red of post 1, substituting for Fred, we have number 22, Bueno, and receiving in the blue of post 2, here's Asier. And we're starting off the week trying to get a baby lizard home. Yeah, but you get it all here at Magic City. See, Vuelo is an exterminator in his. Yeah, folks are getting it live as we see Vuelo trying to catch that little lizard. Looks like he's got it in the hand. For the 44 folks watching here, some riveting content to start off the highlight week. We get it all. How about that? Vuelo's got it off the and now it's dropped. It's going back to the court. Anyway, let's get into the highlight here. Spectacular 7 singles. Game number 1. We have Bueno here substituting for Fred. Serving to the blue post 2, there's number 29, Vuelo. Bueno's serve there begins game number 1. That's an over serve. Got to keep those serves between the 4 and 7. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this first game. That'll bring them to court. White shirt of post 3. Here's El Barba. Cool Fitness with a nice serve. Gets that one in. There's El Barba. Sidearm forehand. Vuelo. High off the front wall. El Barba thought about it. Waits for the rebote. Forehand rebote. Gets it up off the front wall. Vuelo charging in. Gets there up at the 6 line. Hard forehand. Rebote comes out. El Barba again. And that one missed by Vuelo up at the 7 line. Point 3. El Barba now on the board with 1 point. In a receive, green shirt to post 4. Here's Diaz. And that serve catches a piece of the metal up there. That's still out of play. Point 4. In receive, Blackshirt to post 5. Here's CRB. CRB's got that serve on the left side. Keeps this low to the inside. That one in and out of the cesta of Diaz. Point 5. Trading off points to begin this first game. Here's now the yellow shirt to post 6, Tennessee. Good serve there by CRB. Tennessee sidearm forehand back inside. CRB good pickup on the left side at the 10 line. Catches that sidewall, comes out middle of the court. Here's Tennessee hard back to the inside. Good catch by CRB. Last second adjustment on that left side, and Tennessee missed it. Point 5. Five on the board now, 2 points. And receive pink shirt to post 7. Here's Assier. Stop by Assier off the serve there, back inside. Robote's out. CRB plays it back to the inside. Quick bounce, Assier brings it in. 2-all, not cutting out. CRB on the left side. That reverse got away from him. A little too hard, a little too high. Catches the overhead screen out of play there, point 7. And in now, rounding out the first round of play, here's the purple shirt of post 8, Juice. Juice goes charging in on that serve up at the 9 line. Hard over the top of the forehand, brought in by Assier. Juice on the inside. Good idea by Assier, just a little bit wide. That's out of play, point 8. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups. So we're 2 points now through the end of the game. Returning here, red shirt to post 1, Bueno. That serve is an overserve. Flew beyond the 7 line there. Point 1, rather. Bueno on the board, 2 points. Here's the returning 2-post, Vuelo. Vuelo rips that reverse. Robote out. Bueno on a knee, brings it up off the front wall. Here's Vuelo hard back inside. Good catch by Bueno. 9 line, goes deep with that reverse. Robote's out. Catches the sidewall there. Bueno takes it in the air. Over the top, back inside. Vuelo lets it pass. Robote forehand, ran out of room. Threw that one into the ground, point 1. 4 points now for Bueno. Returning here's white shirt to post 3, El Barba. El Barba, kind of a high reverse 2-all there. Good pickup by Bueno. El Barba lets it go. Robote left side, hangs with it, plays it back, comes out middle of the court. Here's Bueno. Back to the inside, crossing the sidewall. Good catch by El Barba. Hangs with it, delivers that reverse at the 11. Catch by Bueno up the wall. He goes deep. Robote played outside. Bueno's got it. Hard forehand, stopped by El Barba. Sidearm back inside. Bueno scooped it up. Outside placement, not outside enough. El Barba. Cortada missed there up at the 7 by Bueno. Great point played by these two. Point 3. Here's a green shirt to post 4, Diaz. Diaz winds up, keeps Costado to the inside. Quick bounce, Barba brings it in, keeps to the inside. Here's Diaz. Sidearm forehand's going to let it pass. El Barba waits at the 10 line. Robote clips the sidewall, sending Diaz outside, brings it in. Long 2-all. Not a lot on it. That's going to score. 2-all there working from Diaz from the outside. 0.4. Returning here's post 6, Tennessee. Tennessee goes to the inside. Great catch by Diaz. Good adjustment there at the last second. Robote. Left side, clips the sidewall. Diaz on the outside. Winds it up. Fakes it. Costado back to the inside. Tennessee hanging with it. Gets it. And that one going to catch the overhead screen. Good effort to hang with it there by Tennessee, but that's out of play. 0.4. That gives Diaz here a possible game point. And to stop him, the black shirt of post 5. Here's CRB. Sherby comes out middle of the court. Forehand back inside. Going to cross the sidewall. Another great catch by Diaz. He's got it on the left side. CRB takes it in the air up at the 7. This one's going to pass again. Diaz back to the outside now. Taken in the air by CRB. Hard forehand over the top. Comes out middle of the court 10 line. There's Diaz back inside with a soft forehand. CRB runs with it. Digs it out. Looks like that's going to hit in and score. Keeps this game going. 0.5. Here's post 7, Assier. Assier plays this back inside. CRB runs back for it. Just going to hit and score. Barely enough to get it over the pad. That's all you got to do is get the front wall. Scores for him, 0.5, giving him now a possible game point with 6 points in this first game. In to stop him, we got post 8, Juice. Good hard serve by CRB. Juice on a hop. Charging in, takes it. Hard forehand. One missed. In and out of the cesta it goes. Game continues again, 0.8. 8 now, 3 points. Returning here's Vuelo. Post 2. Vuelo 2-wall. Not cutting out. But Juice not stuck there back at the 11 line. That's going to score for Vuelo, 0.2. Here's post 1. Bueno. He returns with 4 points. Bueno back at the 13. Steps up, fires at the 12 line. That reverse. Comes out. Vuelo turns it to the outside. Bueno now back over the top. Crossing the sidewall with the forehand. That scores 0.1. Bueno now. Possible game point. Need to stop him. Here's El Barba, post 3. Reverse clips the sidewall. Bueno on the outside. Back to the middle of the court. Here's El Barba. Runs around it. Takes on the forehand. Bueno cuts it off at the 7. Robote comes way out. El Barba saw it from the start. Missed it up in the 4 line. That is point and game 2. Red shirt of post 1. Bueno. No playoff here in this first game. 5 places. 4 shows. Unofficial order to finish for game number 1. 1-5-4. 1-5-4. We'll get those official results coming up in just a moment.
Well, Andrew, we saw a little good, a little bad, and a little ugly in that game. It's sort of a typical game 1 on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, first day of the week, but we saw some good play there. And Bueno, we said that point with El Barba, that's huge. We talked about that third place spot. Bueno has I think it was 11 games separating Bueno and El Barba there. And for Bueno, ups that to 12 games. That could be an important game coming down the stretch here in this season. He's got to win all the games where he gets in those substitute appearances, because those late games get pretty tough to get some wins with Ron and Douglas. They're far and few between there.
Absolutely. Make the most of your opportunities, and he certainly did in game 1 here. Picked up a spot on Ben as well as El Barba, and there was some good points sprinkled in, and some bad ones.
Yeah, you got to see Diaz as well, too. That left side made a couple really good catches. Seems to be off to a good start this week. And CRB as well has been playing well, and a couple reverses now and again get away from him, but that was one of the reasons he got out there and just missed a ball with possible game point, that one that he knew he should catch here. As we see those prices come up on your screen, we'll get back to some of that action. 1 to win. $2 on 1 to win. Returns $8.80. The $2 try, 154, 342.80. Trifecta, the top 3 finishers in the exact order, 154. And I'll get that Quinella. $2 Quinella, 1551. That returns $24.20.
Not bad. Not a bad trifecta with Bueno on top out of the 1 post.
Bueno on top. Kind of a low number there. Not bad. It's the 5, but hey, not bad at all. 342.80 to start it off. Someone starting off their Thursday on a good note there. Well, we'll move right along here into game number 2. Game 2. It's going to be the same there as that first one. Going to be another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be going back up to 7 points. All points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. We do have a scratch again in this second game. First 3 games, there are scratches. Post 2, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. Game 2, post 2, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with CRB. That scratch is reflected there in those entries. And post time for game 2 should be coming up in now just about 6 minutes.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai's a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is, when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage 150 or better, and in the money percentage 400 or better. I'm going to finish every game that I get possible game point.
So it's Scott Savin here with Andrew, our good friend Stu, on the beach in the Cayman Islands, enjoying some R&R that his agent apparently slipped into his contract. It got by me on the first reading somehow, but rest assured, and I don't think Stu's listening, rest assured there'll be no more Cayman vacations for Stu under the new contract recently signed. The big question, of course, is daiquiris, pina coladas, margarita. Andrew, what do you think? I don't know, what's Stu's drink of choice there?
I was just going to say, he sent me a picture. He was 3 pina coladas deep, but I'm a daiquiri guy myself.
I like the daiquiris.
I went with the virgin daiquiri for my whole life, the banana daiquiri. That was great, and honestly, this is going to sound crazy, prefer the virgin daiquiri. You mix the alcohol in there, it doesn't have quite the same flavor.
Well, if Stu's on number 3 or possibly number 4 pina colada right now, probably doesn't matter the flavor at that point to Stu.
He's just trying to get his high 5 picks in, doing whatever he can. And
absolutely. I see the straw hat sort of half over his face. He's on Watch and Wager, trying to get in the
he's getting pretty quick on Watch and Wager at this point. You got to think mobile app, computer, whatever
absolutely.
it is.
I guess Watch and Wager works in the Caymans. I would assume.
He said he was going where there's no internet, so maybe wherever he is, he's got to bring a router with him or something.
Absolutely.
We know Stu's always got something up his sleeve. He's got to get those bets in. We know the Stu can't live without those high five
absolutely,
bets.
Absolutely. Speaking of bets, I know you're going to talk later on about prize picks, but
yes.
I assume you've been watching the World Series games.
I've been watching the World Series there, tied up.
I delved a little bit into prize picks last night.
Okay.
Took the 2 pitchers. We had Snell. Took the over on Snell. I think
good
it was
choice.
3 points, and the under on Gazolin, or however you pronounce it. Who you knew was probably only going to pitch 2 innings at most. I guess they took him out in the second inning.
Yeah.
So took the under on him, and so it was great because Gazolin was out of the game in the second inning. That was a win for me.
Easy.
And then I waited, watched Snell sort of pile up the strikeouts. He had, I think, 9 of them or something, and he'd given up 1 earned run. Then he put 2 men on. They come, they take him out of the game. Now I'm locked in. So it's only the 5th inning. I mean, I could watch the rest of the game for pure enjoyment, of course, but my Prize Picks wager was 1. I took the power play, which was, I think, $20 to win 60.
It's terrific.
It's been a lot of fun. I've been playing quarterbacks on Sundays and the baseball pitchers in the World Series, and parlayed the money, rolled up a little bit of a bankroll here, and it's been a lot of fun. So I know you'll talk about that, but for the people watching on the Highlight Channel, right now we've got that great sort of special deal going where you deposit $100 in, and they'll match, so you get $100 from them. And then I believe you'll have to explain it, but if we get some sort of verification of that, then we're adding in something that has to do with the fantasy payouts as well?
Yeah, well, if you sign up on Prize Picks, we'll double the payout if you win a week of our free-to-play fantasy highlight brought to you by the Highlight Channel. So there's a lot of good stuff there with Prize Picks, kind of coincides with what we're doing with the Highlight Channel. So play both of those, and we'll get to that coming up in Game 3. We got 2 minutes till Game 2, and to get you up to the start of that game, we got this video. For those new fans out there wondering what exactly is going on, it explains how to play Highlight. Take a look.
The main rule of Highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're back here now. It says 0 minutes to that second game. And let's get right into the action. Game 2 coming up will be another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it back up to 7 points. All points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin here, serving in the red at post 1, we have Juice. And receiving in the blue at post 2, substituting. For the scratch Fred, we have CRB. Juice's serve begins game number 2 with a missed ball, point 1. One first up on the board in this second game. That'll bring to the court. White shirt at post 3. Here's Jedden. Jedden gets it on the right side. Forehand back inside. Good pickup by Juice. He's backed up to the 12 line. Outside placement. It's going to hit. Waiting for the rebote is Jedden. Catches a piece of the sidewall. Juice leaping. Not going to get there. Point 3. And receive green shirt, post 4, Diaz. Jed now forehand back inside. Diaz went to a knee, missed it first time around. Not going to get it off the second time, point 3. Jed now 2 points and to receive black shirt at post 5. Here's Assier. Catch by Assier, 9 line. That's a strong reverse. Rebote's coming way out. You see Jedden up at the 6 line. Turns it middle of the court. Here's Assier. Takes it in the air. Going to pass on the forehand side. Jedden hangs with it. Diving to the ground. Off the cesta. Missed that one. Point 5. And receive here the yellow shirt. Post 6. We have El Barba. Albarba keeps this reverse soft to the inside. Assier was going to let it go. Scooped it up there on the left side. Rebote forehand. Albarba lays it up off the front wall. Quick bounce. Missed that time, 0.6. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, Vuelo. That one crossing the sidewall, right? Vuelo was about to take it between the 10 and 11 lines. That scores 0.6. And in here to receive now, rounding out the first round of play, the purple shirt of post 8. Here's Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness sidearm forehand. El Barba thought about it, waits on the back end, plays this right along that side wall. Nicely done. Cool Fitness gets assessed on it, lays it up off the front wall. Here's El Barba. Sidearm back inside. Fitness lets it pass. Robote left side, fires that to the inside. El Barba, great pickup, crashing into the wall at that 10 line. Cool Fitness now, forehand. Played right to the corner of the front wall. Quick bounce. Going to get by to score 0.8. And that will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, CRB. Cool Fitness. Bit of an overserve there. Flew just beyond the 7 line, 0.2. And returning, here's the red shirt of post 1, Juice. Juice, great catch. Picks it right before it crossed that sidewall. CRB waits for the Robote, gets it up. Juice on the move. He's going to get there on the outside. Can't bring it in, 0.2. Four points now for CRB. Here's Diaz, green to post 4. CRB cuts it off at the 8 line. Low reverse back inside. Diaz cuts that off. He's got it at the 9, plays it back inside. In and out of the cesta it goes, 0.4. Diaz on the board now with 2 points. Returning, here's Jedden. Point 4. Here's the black shirt of post 5, Assier. Assier's got that. Keeps his reverse inside. Diaz cuts it off at the 9 line. Lines it up, goes deep. Not deep enough. Assier cuts it off. 10 line this time. Sidearm forehand's going to pass. Diaz sets up. Turns to Robote, clipping the sidewall. Backing up Assier. Brings it in. He's at the 11. Interesting bounce there. Diaz hangs with it. Gets assessed on it. Gets it up off the front wall. Here's Assier with another good catch. There's the 2 wall. Right shot, right throw, and that one just in to score. 0.5. In receive, pink shirt of post 7 now. Returning, we have Vuelo. That's an overserve, 0.7. Returning yellow shirt of post 6, here's El Barba. Barba goes high off the front wall with that reverse, setting up his Vuelo there, turns it to the middle of the court. El Barba brings it in, goes low with that forehand, comes out to Vuelo's right side, plays that carom, not cutting out. El Barba on the outside, hard back inside, good catch by Vuelo. Reaching back, El Barba makes a nice catch, reverse 2 wall. Vuelo's got the speed to get there on the outside, plays it hard back to the inside. This is going to catch 3 walls. El Barba sets up perfectly, keeps it there, but just wide, tried to keep it outside. That's out of play, point 7. Vuelo now 4 points. Returning, here's Cool Fitness, post 8. Cool Fitness, powerful reverse. Comes outside, Vuelo goes back for it, diving to the ground. Yep, that's going to hit in. Just in to score, point 7. That gives Vuelo a possible game point. He's got 6 points now, and to stop him, here's Juice, post 1. Juice charging in on a hop, brings it in. Slows it down. Soft play with that forehand. Vuelo missed it up there at the 8-line. Game's going to continue. Point 1. Changeup works for Juice. Keeps the game going. He's got 3 points. Returning post 2 CRB. CRB strong reverse. Passes Juice. Left side Rebote. Gets it up. Clips the sidewall. Backing up his CRB. Got it at the 10 line. Comes back to the inside with that forehand. Juice brought it in. Missed it. Point 2. Gives CRB now a possible game point. He's got Jed in post 3 in to receive. That's a good hard serve from CRB coming in low. There's Jen, picks it up. Fires a reverse. Rebote comes out. 8 line rather. CRB plays it back inside. There's Jed, low runner himself. In and out of the cesta, just off the tip from CRB there. We're going to continue again there. Point 3. Jed now 4 points. Returning, here's Diaz with 4 points. Costado high off the front wall. Jedden, forehand Rebote missed. Point 4. That gives Diaz a possible game point with 6 points. Here to stop him, Blackshirt to post 5, Assier. Sears got that serve, left side. Diaz gets it up. Assier hangs in the air, makes a great catch on the forehand side. Diaz in and out of the cesta at the 10 line. Still going, point 5. Assier now a possible game point. He has 5 points. He's got El Barba here in the yellow shirt to post 6. Assier runs around it, gets a Rebote up. That's going to hit there just on the outside. There's El Barba. Kind of a carambola. Low forehand. Comes back to the outside. Whatever it was, it scored point 6.
Oh my God.
4 points now for El Barba. Here's Cool Fitness again, post 8. Barba waits for the Rebote on the back end. Just does dig it out there at the 11 line. Here's Cool Fitness, middle of the court. Hard forehand. It's going to be 3 walls again. El Barba hangs with it. This one coming high to the outside. Missed by Cool Fitness. Point 6 gives... Can't go any further. I was going to say it gives El Barba a game point. Also gives Vuelo a game point. Both players with 6. This is game point. El Barba serves to Vuelo. Well, picks up that serve. Delivers a big reverse. Rote comes out 2-wall as he goes to the ground. Whoa, gets there on the outside, put his hand on the net. Can't do that. Can't do that. That's going to be point and game to the yellow shirt of post 6, El Barba. Going to have a 3-way playoff now for place and show. First one's going to be for place here because these guys got 6 points. For place here, you're going to have CRB post 2 serving to Diaz post 4. Reverse that passes CRB on the left side, hangs with it, clips the side wall, comes to the outside. Diaz. There's the 2-wall. Vicious cutout. That scores. Point 4, that's a place there for Diaz. So now we're going to have Vuelo, post 7, serves to CRB in post 2. This is going to be for show point. Well, good catch up at the 9 line. Big reverse. CRB backpedals. Up at the 7. Turns that rebote hard to the inside. In and out of the cesta it goes. Point 2. Point and show. Post 2. CRB. Unofficial order to finish there for game number 2. 6-4-2. 6-4 and 2. We'll get those official results coming up in just a moment.
Another interesting game there, Andrew, where I'm not quite sure anybody wanted to win that game.
Yeah,
Somebody did.
I said the gods made it 6-6. Somebody had to do it there, and El Barba.
Gets back the game that he lost in the first game there. So he keeps his same differential margin of trailing Bueno where it started off at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people there with El Barba, the way he's been playing in those early games. Last week, he was the most used player in fantasy. I think it was up over 35-40% of those entries, somewhere around there, had El Barba. This week, upgraded him $1 up to $7, but got to venture to guess a lot of people took him, so that makes him happy. Big 5 points to start off this day here. Is that result is official now. 6-4-2. Post 6, El Barba with the win. Post 4, and Diaz taking second. And post 2, CRB comes in third. He was substituting for Fred. 6-4-2 now official for that second game. And both of those guys there, we talked about both Diaz and CRB, both continued to play well in that second game. Probably two of the standouts here in those earlies. I mean, obviously we know what El Barba's capable of. Jedden struggled a little bit, but those two guys, good to see them come out of the gate so strong here. Expect a big week for them, I'd like to think. As we see those prices there on your screen. Let's start with that $2 trifecta, 6-4-2. Returns 122 even. About 6 to win. If you had El Barba to win out of the 6, it's not much, but $2 gets you 6 back.
That's a triple of your money.
I was gonna say 3 to 1 for a guy that's been winning probably at over that rate in those early games over the past few weeks. Not horrible. You got the $2 Quinella there, 4-6, 6-4. Top two finishers on Andy Order there, 27.80 off of that $2 Quinella. And coming up next, we've got game number 3. Game 3, another spectacular 7 singles match, but more importantly, gets a start of that high 5.
With a carryover, I believe.
With a carryover.
Small carryover, but a carryover, so hopefully we'll see the 2,000 maybe eclipsed.
And we'll take a look here. That carryover headed into this performance today, looking like just under $350. So if we have a pretty big pool, could get up over that 2,000 mark, but if you get all 5 winners of games 3 through 7, that's part of that high 5. Correctly pick the winners of games 3 through 7. If you get all of those winners correct and you are the only ticket with that combination of numbers, that is how you will take home $2,000 if you get all 5 right. So don't have to have over $2,000 to carry over to take home that $2,000. Here today as part of that high 5 begins in game 3, goes through game 7. We do have one scratch to note here in this third game. Only one scratch as part of that entire high 5 affects this third game. Post 5, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Game 3, post 5, you're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. Again, that is the only scratch as part of this high 5. And post time is coming your way in just about 7 minutes. 7 minutes till we get into game number 3.
I really got the name El Barba from Coach JR. You know, like the first day I came into practice, he was like, "Oh, La Barbas." You know, he called me the beard. And, you know, it kind of just stuck. The most frustrating aspect of highlight for me probably would be anticipation. Because the ball's going so fast, you don't have time to wait to see where the ball's going to be thrown. It's frustrating, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm playing a sport for money, okay? My goal is to go out there, win every point, as soon as I step on the court, win the game, and call that game a day. You know, that's it.
Congratulations to this week's Fantasy Highlight winners, Top Remen, Big Bad Doni, and Ballo Corp. These three teams narrowly outlasted the rest of the field after scoring 126 points with the roster of singles players Douglas, El Barba, and CRB, and doubles pairing Carballo and Diaz. The winning teams had to wait until the final game of the week to clinch the W, ultimately finishing in a tie atop the standings in the most tightly contested fantasy race of the season. These teams were willing to splurge the $10 to draft the most expensive singles player, Douglas, who responded by compiling a balanced yet impressive stat line of 4 wins, 3 places, and 5 shows for a 41-point fantasy output. The Wonder Boy ranked second amongst the entire roster in Week 24, only to be outdone by the man who seemingly can't be stopped, El Barba. At $6, this selection proved to be a difference maker as 77 stayed red hot and dominant throughout the early singles games with his cool, calm, and collected style of play. In the end, El Barba finished with a roster-leading mark of 6 victories and 14 in-the-money finishes, which added up to 50 fantasy points for the week. At a $6 price tag, the Beard outscored 5 higher or equally priced Pelotaris, including Douglas at $10, Ron at $9, and Carballo and Ikeda at $6. With just $5 left and 2 selections to go, the winning entries decided to dip into the pot for the least expensive players and chose CRB at $2. The former Canes wide receiver showed many signs that he's starting to come into his own as a highlight player, building up his improved play to the tune of 1 win, 3 places, and 3 shows for a 20-point fantasy output. Those $2 picks can end up being pretty valuable, so don't sleep on them, as CRB outscored 8 higher or equally priced Pelotaris, including Ben at $6 and Kubala and Tennessee at $5. With just $3 remaining to select a doubles pairing, the winning teams chose the familiar duo of Carballo and Diaz. They picked up right where they left off to begin the second doubles tournament of the Doubles Championship Series, finding the win column 3 times for a crucial 15 fantasy points. Carballo and Diaz finished as the 4th highest scoring doubles pair overall, but most importantly, they did just enough to put these 3 teams over the top. Top Remen, Big Bad Doni, and Ballo Corp will each receive a Magic City Highlight t-shirt plus a share of the $150 cash prize. It's important to note that cash prizes will remain unlocked for the duration of the season as long as there are 150 or more active teams in the league. And it doesn't end there. If the league reaches 200 members, the weekly prize money will increase to $200. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just sign up for free at fantasyhighlight.com, pick your players, and watch your progress on the Highlight Channel. The more people who play, the more money to be won, so please help us spread the word. And remember, every week is a brand new chance to update your team and win. You can find more details regarding the Fantasy League on the Instagram page at Highlight Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
All right, so we are just about 2 minutes away for game number 3, which does kick off that high-paying high five. And as Andrew and Stu have told you all season long, it is the best bet in parimutuel wagering. Easiest to win, apparently, because technically the odds are about 32,000 to 1, and we're paying this baby out at an amazing rate. So much so my hands have turned green from the ink that I've had to use to keep printing these $2,000 payouts. So it's a lot of fun. We're going to keep it going, as we said, and we have smart bettors, Andrew. They really know what they're doing.
Yeah, and that's the most impressive part. A lot of times we see there's a bunch of numbers with only one number to make that high five go, which is, the trick of it. There could be a day where, you might think it's an easy pick, but there's a couple of people that win. But a lot of the times it's just one ticket up there that makes that $2,000 go, and it's impressive. We've seen it on a consistent basis, and consistency we talk about in highlight. Difference between the good and the great ones, consistency in anything, wagering too. I mean, that's just incredible that throughout the start of the season since May, it's been a couple of months still it's been hit at a ridiculous rate.
No, our guys, when I say our guys, I mean the people that are watching us on the Jai-Alai Channel and placing wagers, they really do know what they're doing. I spoke to a bunch of people here, and I was over at our new facility, which we'll talk about later in Bonita Springs, because dog racing is ending in Florida, and there's, going to be less to wager on, so I would assume some of these people are going to start to focus on the Jai-Alai, and they're all, basically telling me it's so hard to figure it out, and I'm like, well, not really. If you put the time and effort in the way our guys apparently are, you can do pretty well.
Yeah, so. And you've seen that there. We had the totals at one point this year. It was getting hit about 1 in every 3 performances, so 33% for something that was supposed to be 1 in 32,000. That's pretty good odds. So yeah, definitely play that high five if you've been watching Magic City or want to get your feet wet with a wager. You can place $1 that encompasses 5 games, and you can cash out pretty big on that high five and take home $2,000 yourself. So you got about a minute left to play that. We do have a scratch here to remind you of in that third game, FX Post 5. We're going to scratch Fred and replace him with Vuelo. That is the only scratch as part of this high five here today. And the clock is 0 minutes. JR says we're ready to go, so we are ready to go. Begin game number 3, game 3. Another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. Will be going back up to 7. All points still doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin, serving the red at post 1, we have Asier. Receiving the blue, post 2, El Barba. Asier up at the 7 line. Reverse, comes out middle of the court. Here's El Barba. Big bouncer off the back wall. Rebote left side by Asier. 2 walls, lands just wide. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this third game. That'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3. Here's Ben. Ben, low runner back inside. What a catch by El Barba. Right along that wall at the 9 line. Here's Ben, goes high back with that forehand. El Barba waits for it, lays it up on the left side. This is going to be a big bouncer. A little too high for Ben there, just over the outstretched reach. Point 2 again. El Barba, 2 straight points to open up this third game. And now green shirt to post 4. Here's Cool Fitness. Barba cuts it off, delivers that reverse back inside. Cool Fitness waits for the rebote. Catches 2 walls. El Barba's got it low. Up at the 7 line. Hard forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Point 2. Here now the black shirt to post 5, substituting for the scratch Fred. We have Vuelo. Barba, that one clips the sidewall. The reverse. Here's Volo on the outside. Slows it down with that forehand. Not a problem for El Barba. Goes outside with it. Here's Volo, brings it in. This time goes high and hard off the front wall. Rebote comes out. El Barba hangs with it. Back to the inside. Volo goes for it one-handed. Tipped it first time around. Point 2. Here's the yellow shirt to post 6, Tennessee. As he's got that serve now, 11 line, goes deep off the reverse. Rebote forehand, missed. Point 6. Tennessee on the board now with 1 point. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, CRB. Robote left side by Tennessee. That's a 2-all. CRB's got a lot of speed. Even he's not going to get up there. Nice shot, 0.6. In now to receive. Rounding out the first round of play, purple shirt of Post 8. Here's Juice. Juice got that one back at the 13 line. Hard forehand, Tennessee. Runs around him. Tried to get that forehand Robote up. That sails wide of the court, out of play, 0.8. And that will do it now for that first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here's Post 1, Asier. Asier on the outside, taking on the forehand side. Juice runs under him, runs back. That one missed. 0.1. Returning white shirt to Post 3, here's Ben. Ben hard forehand inside, crossing the side wall there. Just missed by Asier, 0.3. Ben on the board now, 2 points. Here's Cool Fitness, green shirt to Post 4. Ben keeps that serve to the outside. Cool Fitness goes for the 2-all from the outside. Ben's going to get there. Outside up at the 10 line. Forehand's not going to... Looks like me with the driver. He's got 40 yards left, and he just plays it out of bounds to the right. 0.4. Oh. Cool Fitness now with 2 points. Here's Vuelo, Post 5. Vuelo, a little too hard, too high. That's out of play. Catches the overhead screen, 0.4. Cool Fitness now with 4 points. El Barba returns. Post 2, he also has 4 points. Reverse 2-wall, Cool Fitness doesn't touch. That was a great effort by Cool Fitness. Didn't touch that netting. Tried to get it off. Just catches the top of the pad. 0.2, that gives El Barba a possible game point now with 6 points in to stop him. Here's CRB. Low runner. El Barba, good stop at the 10 line. Hard reverse. CRB stops at the 8 line. Forehand Robote. Up and played to the middle of the court. Here's El Barba. Low forehand. Picked up by CRB. Comes over the top looking for a big bounce. He's going to get one, but El Barba's going to hang with it for the Robote. Lays it up off the front wall there. Here's CRB back up at the 8 line. Reverse. Cut off by El Barba. CRB gets around him. Robote not going to reach the front wall. That is point and game to the blue shirt of Post 2, El Barba. 4 is going to place. That's Cool Fitness. We'll have a playoff now. 3-way playoff for show. To begin Post 6, Tennessee will serve Post 1, Asier. That one got away from him. That's an underserve, 0.1. 6 has been eliminated now, so 1 with possible show point. Here's Post 3, Ben. And that's an overserve. We'll flip it around now. Ben will serve to Asier. This will be for show. Asier's got that on the forehand. Powerful forehand back inside. Catches 3 walls. Ben hangs with it. Plays it back to the inside. Good placement. Asier goes up the wall. Makes the catch. Powerful reverse rebote left side by Ben. Keeps this one inside again. Asier up the wall once more with another good catch. Rebote left side. That's a 2-wall. That's not going to cut out, though. Asier's got it in the middle of the court. Low forehand. Stop by Ben. That runner narrowly above the pad. Asier's got it on the forehand. 8 line. Keeps this one right along that side wall. Ben gets it up. Here's Asier. Can't bring it in. Up at the 6 line. Post 3, Ben will show. Unofficial order to finish for game number 3. 2, 4, 3. 2, 4, and 3. Get those official results coming up in just a moment.
Again, a mix of sloppy play, Andrew, and some very good points. And seeing a few guys who, I guess, maybe woke up earlier this morning than the rest of the guys and are on their game. El Barba again. And then some of these guys who I think they slept in a little, or they stayed out a little too late last night. I'm not sure which it is, Andrew.
Yeah, but tell you what, El Barba the impressive thing we talked about it, it's one thing to win 10 games, 8 games, 1 week, 2 weeks, but now it's the 5th week in a row for El Barba that he's been doing this. 2 wins in his first 3 appearances, so it's getting pretty incredible what he's doing in these early games. And talk about playing yourself right back into it. A lot of times, you're looking for people to falter up in those standings. Obviously Bueno hasn't been playing that well, but for El Barba, really just been playing his own brand of highlight, and that's working. And still, 2nd win this week for him. That's 1 more back on Bueno. Bueno got that first one. El Barba's gotten the last 2. So for El Barba, that's win number 78 for the year. 10 games outside of 3rd place. So what a resounding comeback he's made. Would be awesome to see if he can complete that here coming up in the last month of the season. As we got those prices now up on your screen. The $2 trifecta again, 243. That's a decent payout on that trifecta. I was looking down at the numbers there. El Barba, Cool Fitness, 243 with Ben. I was so busy looking at it, forgot that there were 5. I think it was 530.20. Yeah, we can see that on that other screen. How about the $2 Quinella there? 2-4 turns 29.20. The exacta getting up there too. 2-4, the exact 2. Top 2 finishers in the exact order. You got to get El Barba and Cool Fitness 77.20. So that's good there. 2 to win $11. El Barba to win $11. And the 2 post. That's a healthy win price. Good to see that. We're moving right along now into game number 4. Game 4, another. Yep, you guessed it. Another spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play.
I'm getting asked questions by players, Andrew, that have nothing to do with highlight, but that's okay.
No, we're all good here.
I know you probably said it, but an $11 win payoff on Barba there.
It's great stuff.
It is. No, it's good to see someone like Barba making use of the opportunities that were afforded him, because he was struggling in the late games. He's got these opportunities now in the early games, and he's not wasting them. And he had Ben in that game, and it's
and Jen, sure,
right. So not an easy spot, but a spot where he needs to win, and he did.
Well, we got game number 4 here coming up. Game 4 marks the start of that Pick 3. Pick 3 encompasses games 4 through 6. Correctly pick the winners of games 4 through 6 for your chance to cash in on that early Pick 3, because we got a late one coming up in game 7 through 9. If you want to play that, there are no scratches that affect the rest of the program here today. That is good news, and post time for that 4th game is coming up in just about 5 minutes.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury.
And then I have another job. I'll play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai. They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, played Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, there was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City now just a few years ago. And if you'd like to watch that for yourself, you can head over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the highlight tab there at the top of the page, first button says Magic City Hustle. You can click on that. It will take you directly to the website, or another way you can do it, just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. But either way you do it, it'll take you to that same main page where you can then make a purchase of that film for $5, and there you can enjoy it as many times as you like. Takes us now to 3 minutes till we get into Game 4. As we said, start of that early Pick 3. Got a couple more minutes to get those wagers in. That pool just up under $700 now.
Looking good. Early Pick 3. You got two new guys with their first games of the week. Bradley out of Post 6 and Anderluck out of Post 8. So they'll be taking the court for the first time this week. We'll see how they look to us. Lots of stuff to talk about. I know we have a few minutes before each game, but I don't know if the people are aware. If they go on the Magic City Casino website, we do have a page where you can buy merch, and one of the new things up there now are actual game-worn jerseys. So for Post 1 and Post 7, you can purchase a game-worn jersey. So I want to let people know these are $90. These are actual game-worn jerseys. So they're not going to be in any type of pristine condition because we're not selling you what you'd buy in the gift store at the arena or something. Right. You're going to get it off the back of any player that you want. And again, we have Post 1 and Post 7. Maybe a little early to be talking about the holiday season, but what makes a better gift, Andrew, than an actual game-worn highlight jersey by the player of your choice? And I think, this isn't in the shop or whatever, but, if you're watching on the Highlight Channel and you maybe have a special request, maybe we can get the player to autograph the jersey as well.
Wow.
So we'll see what we can do if that's what you want, or maybe you don't want the autograph on there because you want to throw on the jersey and you want to go out there and you want to be
around
Douglas
town,
or Anderluck or Bradley, anybody you want. Post 1, the red. Post 7, the pink. Game-worn jerseys. They're on the website now in the shop tab at MagicCityCasino.com.
Sure, that'll be awesome there. We saw some people were asking about that in the fantasy highlight chat as well, asking for game-worn jerseys like in other sports, and then just jerseys to wear around to, advertise the product, Magic City highlight stuff, and so that is up there. Now, are those jerseys, do they have player names, or are they...
Oh, yeah, you go on and you can
actually, fully select it.
Fully select. You say you want, the Vuelo Post 1 or the Anderluck Post 1. We have Post 1 and Post 7 jerseys. Again, game-worn. So what people have to understand is we go to Vuelo's locker or Douglas's locker and we take Post 1 and Post 7 jersey. They're gone and we have to replace them with a new one.
Yeah, people are asking. I don't think I'd fit into some of the jerseys of specific players, but... those are up on the website.
It is the size of the player. So if you're looking at the roster and you're buying the Diaz jersey, it's pretty much a medium. Yeah, we don't have XLs for Diaz. So
no, absolutely, there. Check that out. That's great new to Magic City here. Game-worn player jerseys, very cool. In the world of highlight, we got Game 4 coming up now. Game 4, another spectacular 7 singles match. We're going up to 7 again. Serving in red at Post 1. Here's Bueno. Receiving in the blue at Post 2. Jedden. Bueno serve here begins game number 4. Bueno forehand rebote, turns it. Jed now up the 8. Hard forehand back over the top. Scoop attempt. In and out of the cesta it went there. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this fourth game. That'll bring the court. White should post 3, El Barba. El Barba, his forehand to the inside. Jedden stops it. Over the top return. Rebote, left side. Catches a piece of that overhead screen. It's out of play, point 2. Jedden now 2 points to open up this fourth game and receive. Green should post 4. Here's Tennessee. Rebote left side, Tennessee on the outside. Goes for that long, soft carom for looking for a high bounce. Not going to get a big enough bounce. Jedden powers that Costado back inside. Tennessee diving, tumbling, great effort. Catches the overhead screen. Just out of play, point 2. 3 points now for Jedden. Here's the black shirt to post 5. We have Diaz. Point 5. Yellow shirt to post 6. In for the first time today. Here's Bradley. Point 5. In now pink shirt to post 7. Here's Vuelo. Vuelo that one in and out of the cesta. 3 quick points for Diaz there, point 5. And in to receive, rounding out the first round of play, purple shirt to post 8. Here's Andrew Luck. Anderluck keeps this reverse inside. Diaz reaching back, makes the catch at the 9 line. Tries to pass. That one tipped on the right side of Anderluck, point 5.
Nice little run by Diaz here and some power on the serve that we aren't used to seeing.
Formula's working for Diaz there, giving him 4 straight points to open up this fourth game. All points are now doubled through the end of the game. Returning here, post 1, Bueno. Bueno keeps this reverse inside, in and out of the cesta. Diaz it goes, point 1. Bueno on the board with 2 points. Returning here is post 3, El Barba. Bueno keeps this inside. Rebote comes out low. El Barba digs it out. Played to the middle of the court. Runs around Bueno. Bueno goes back inside where that one will score. Nicely thrown there, point 1. Returning, here's the green shirt to post 4, Tennessee. Tennessee goes deep. Rebote out. Forehand played by Bueno back to the middle of the court. Brought in by Tennessee on the quick bounce. Comes over the top to the corner of that front wall. Comes out. Here's Bueno over the top. Tennessee. Rebote threw that one a little hard, but too low into the pad. Point 1. Straight points for Bueno the second time around to a possible game point. He has 6 points now. Way to stop him. Post 2. Here's Jedden. Powerful forehand there, cut off by Bueno. Keeps this one inside. Rebote comes shooting out. Jedden sends that into the overhead screen. That is point in game. Red shirt to post 1, Bueno. No playoff here again. 5 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish for game number 4, 1-5-2. 1-5-2. We'll get those official results coming up in just a moment.
And you sense the whole energy level jumps up there in game 4. And also got a nice little trade-off here. Bueno winning games 1 and 4 and El Barba 2 and 3, right? So
even
take that and give it right back to you. So those two, same separation that they had starting the day, but a little more spirited play. I think the players, sense it. A couple of new guys out on the floor and seems to pick up the pace. And we all know that the first doubles game of the day, what's Stu call it now?
Dodging death.
Dodging death. Dodging death. I like that. Dodging death.
Everyone's
doubles game of the day upcoming. Yeah. My favorite, as everyone knows.
Everyone's here. We love the doubles action here, and these guys just started up that second doubles tournament last week. So these games are all very important now, looking to get out to a good start. As part of that second doubles tournament, $15,000 purse. $10,000 goes to first place, $5,000 goes to the second place team, split amongst the players there. So a lot of money on the line in all these doubles games, only 2 per performance. So it's usually when the energy level really picks up. It kind of started a little bit in that fourth game. There's that stretch there with Diaz, a couple of missed serves in a row there that left a little to be desired. But we got Game 5 coming up, and first those Game 4 prices. The one to win again. Bueno to win, $11.40 off of $2. Some stiffer competition there, but still not bad for the one post. The $2 Quinella there, $1.5, $29.60. And we'll just wait for this trifecta here to roll around. 152 returns 227 even. Moving right along now into that fifth game, as we said, game number 5, the first of our 2 doubles games here in this Thursday matinee performance, Dodging Death 1. The sequel hopefully coming up in game number 7. We're playing this one up to 7 points still. Spectacular 7 scoring in this doubles game, and all points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. So I'll give you a rundown of how these doubles games went last week, as we got a long video before you guys to get you all up to the start of that 5th game here. So Asir and Douglas, 3 wins headed into it. Diaz and Carballo tied for first with them. They have 3 wins. A lot of teams have 1 win except for Juice and Ron, who have yet to get on the board. So 3 for Asir and Douglas, 3 for Diaz Carballo. They are tied for first. We'll see how the action goes here in this 5th game. Post time coming up in just about 6 minutes.
Welcome back to another edition of the Rebote Recap. With just 6 weeks remaining in Magic City's 2020 season, the roster leaders were all eager to make a final charge up the singles championship standings, resulting in arguably the best overall play of the year. Douglas closed the door on any speculation that he was losing control of his lead over first place, as he showed flashes of downright dominance in many of his appearances throughout the week. The Wonder Boy rode his power, finesse, and unparalleled catching to 4 wins and 12 in-the-money finishes, the second most amongst the roster in Week 24. That gives Douglas a total of 147 victories for the season, now 17 games ahead of the mainstay in second place, Ron. Number 12 struggled to get going early in the first few performances of the week, but quickly made the right adjustments to get back into the win column on a consistent basis over the weekend. In the end, Ron finished with 5 wins to go along with 2 places and 3 shows. Although he was able to slightly cut into Douglas's lead by 2 games, the pro from the Philippines will need to ramp up the pace to a ridiculous rate over the final weeks if he has any shot of pulling off the miracle comeback. And still hanging on to that 3rd and final bonus money slot is the South Florida legacy, Bueno. Number 22 looked like a completely different player from the previous week, exhibiting a much more consistent level of catching, patience, and shot making that led him to 3 crucial wins. At 87 victories for the season, Bueno was able to extend his lead by 2 games over the 4th place pelotari, Ben. Number 7 couldn't get into a solid rhythm at any point, as he was only able to capture 1 victory in all of his appearances. However, with 80 wins for the year, he still has a pretty good chance of stealing away 3rd place and getting that $5,000 bonus prize. Of all the standout play showcased throughout Week 24, the Golden Cesta was clinched by El Barba. The Beard has been nearly unbeatable in the early games over the past few weeks, and this past week he reigns supreme over the entire roster in the singles department. Number 77 continued with his more patient and consistent approach on the court, resulting in 6 wins to go along with 14 in-the-money finishes, which he also ranked first in amongst the roster. Over the past 3 weeks, El Barba has won 24 of his 72 singles appearances, a ridiculous clip of over 33%. Perhaps more importantly, with his total mark of 76 wins for the year, he has now played himself right back into the conversation for third place as he sits just 11 wins behind Bueno. It's going to be quite the race now, with 3 players legitimately vying for that last $5,000 prize. Congratulations again to everyone's favorite bearded pelotari on his second golden cesta of the 2020 Magic City Jai-Alai season. Magic City kicked off the second doubles tournament of the Doubles Championship Series this past week. The favorite pairing of Douglas and Asier wasted no time making a significant statement that they're going to be the team to beat in this doubles race. Douglas's unparalleled all-around play in the backcourt paired with Asier's impressive defensive performance up in the front resulted in 3 wins, 1 place, and 3 shows. They ended week 24 tied for first place after an unworldly performance by the duo of Carballo and Diaz. In the case of Carballo and Diaz, their communication was a major key to their success from the first serve to the final whistle. Carballo and Diaz may have only finished in the money 3 times, but they made those victories count. With 3 wins out of the gate, they put themselves in a deadlock for first place. And finally, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the standout doubles play from the duo of Juice and Ron. Even though they didn't get a win in week 24, this team played by far the most consistent, with Ron's stellar backcourt performance and Juice's fearlessness in the front. They ultimately ended with 2 places and 6 shows. Their 8 in the money finishes ranked first among all the pairings. Look out for Juice and Ron to crack the win column in week 25, as they've proved they also have what it takes to be a legitimate threat for the doubles crown. It's safe to say that the first week of the doubles tournament did not disappoint, and it's only going to get more intense and competitive with each point played. Make sure to catch every second of Game 5 and Game 7 of doubles action live on the Jai-Alai Channel. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners, Top Bremen, Big Bad Donnie, and Ballo Corp. These winning teams will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt in addition to a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performance in week 24. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on the winning week 24 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150 sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. And that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value for the rest of the season. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Rebote play goes to number 29, Vuelo. Vuelo's 2020 season has been somewhat of a roller coaster ride, as he's shown fans glimpses of greatness but also battled injury and a lack of consistent focus on the court. Recently, he seems to have taken control of his game again, collecting 3 wins in week 24, which is the most he's had in a single week since week 13. Vuelo was feeling confident about his game from the start, as evidenced by this particular point against Ben. Ben powered a low, hard reverse to the inside that came shooting back out for the rebote. Vuelo had little time to react, and in a last-ditch effort, he went for a Hail Mary full extension backwards dive to dig out an incredible rebote save just before the ball took its second bounce. They don't call him the man of flight for nothing. Take a look at this masterpiece by number 29 that earned him this rebote play of the week.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Vuelo. Oh, what an effort to make that rebote. That's great.
And the Rebote recap from last week's action, week number 24, brings us right up to the start of this 5th game. First to 2 doubles games of this performance. Good luck and stay safe. Serving in red at post 1, El Barba Kubala. There's the first serve. This doubles game is now underway. Kabbalah missed that one low. About the 12 line there, point 2. Diaz and Carballo, the 2 team, gets up on the board first in this 5th game. They'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. Here's Vlelo and Anderluck. Anderluck, powerful sidearm forehand. Carballo, forehand rebote. It's a high bouncer. Comes out slow and gets by Anderluck right along the sidewall to score there, point 2. And receive. Green shirts post 4. Here's Cool Fitness and Ikeda. Ikeda keeps this reverse inside. Good catch from Carballo at the 12 line. Low runner back inside, taking on the forehand of Ikeda. Comes back over the top. Carballo a little early there, just tipped it at the 9 line, point 4. The 4 team, Cool Fitness and Ikeda on the board now with 1 point. Here are the black shirts at post 5. Asier and Douglas. Douglas charging in. It's a powerful, powerful reverse. Comes out to the 5 line. Cool Fitness diving. He missed it. Point 5. In to receive the yellow shirts, post 6. Here's the team of Juice and Ron Ron. Ron Ron's got it. Powerful reverse. Back to the inside. Douglas catches it in the air. Goes deep. That one caught a piece of that overhead screen. Just skimmed it. Point 6. Pink shirts post 7 in receive. Here's the team of Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. Fires that reverse over Ron Ron's head. Rebote doesn't come out much. Caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 7. And receive now, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirts at post 8. Here's Ben and CRB. Ben, hard reverse. Tip by Bueno. Tried to cut it off at the 9 line. Point 8. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. Returning, here are the red shirts. Post 1, El Barba and Kubala. Ben comes out, waits for the rebote at the 8 line, plays it just above the pad. El Barba slides in. It's that reverse off. Here's Ben now at the 10 line. Comes outside. El Barba, he's got it. Soft forehand. No one's there. Ben sneaks up, fires that reverse. Rebote comes way out. El Barba going back for it. Just does catch a piece. CRB winds up the 2 wall. That one's going to sail wide. That is out of play. Point 1. Here are the white shirts at post 3 returning, Anderluck and Vlelo. Vlelo lets it go. Anderluck comes in up at the 8, fires that one hard from the forehand side. Kabbalah reaching over his head. He tipped it. Point 3. Blue shirts supposed to return Diaz and Carballo. Carballo keeps this reverse inside, caught by Anderluck low at the 11. Carballo on the forehand now. Karam not cutting out. Vuelo on the outside, in and out of the cesta, goes point 2. 4 points now for the blue team. And receive now the green shirts. Post 4 returning here, Cool Fitness and Ikeda. Ikeda charging in, fires that one hard. Carballo somehow catches it around Ikeda. Gets that reverse off. Ikeda clips the side wall on that reverse. Here's Carballo winding up. Catches the side wall, goes for the split placement. Ikeda reaching out, got it on the forehand. It's going to be a big bouncer. Both under the bridge. And that's not going to get to the front wall. Point 4. Three points now for the green team. Black shirts post 5 return, Ossier and Douglas. Douglas, powerful reverse. That's caught way in the backcourt by Ikeda. Forehand by Douglas. Comes over the top looking for a big bounce. Ikeda charging in. He's not going to get one. Comes over the top with it. Douglas lets it pass. Robote going back for it. That just does hit on the outside. Cool Fitness is there. He's going to power this forehand. Comes right to Douglas in the middle of the court. Douglas goes back. Ikeda had it, lost it on the throw. Point 5. Returning here, the yellow shirts, post 6, Ron, and Juice. Ron sends that to the back corner. Douglas is there. Low runner. In and out of the cesta it goes, point 5. That gives Ossier and Douglas a possible game point. In to stop then the pink shirts, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve, goes straight outside. That's going to land in. Paints the line there just inside. Perfect placement. Keeps this game alive there. The 7 team now with 3 points. Here's the 8 team, Ben and CRB back to receive. Ben, drop that serve. And out of the cesta, point 7. Bueno and Tennessee now with a possible game point with 5 points. They got the red shirts, Kubala and El Barba. Post 1. Kubala's got that serve. Caught by Tennessee's got it at the 11. Back in the middle of the court now at the 11 line. Kubala goes back inside. Bueno thought about it, lets it go. Tennessee's got his back up at the 12 line. There's El Barba cutting it off at the 7. Goes deep with that reverse coming way out. And Bueno missed it. Point 1.
These teams are very evenly matched, Andrew. The games, anybody can win any game, which is a lot of fun, and the play is great.
Now, right after the first round, everyone was on the board here. Game continues again. El Barba and Kubala now with 4 points. White shirts return. It's Vuelo and Anderluck. Anderluck forehand, caught by Kubala. Big reverse. Did he catch that? Juggled it. He did catch it. Not in one fluid motion. Bit of a juggle there on Anderluck. Gives the one team a point and a possible game point now in this 5th game. And to stop in the blue shirts, Diaz and Carballo. Strong reverse from Carballo. Elbarba calls for it, takes it, clips the sidewall. And that'll score for the win. Point and game to the red shirts of Post 1, Elbarba and Kubala. Of a playoff now for second and third place. Post 5, Asier and Douglas will serve. Post 7, the pink team, Tennessee and Bueno. And that one's an overserve. 7 will place 5 shows. Unofficial order to finish for game number 5, 1-7-5. 1-7 and 5. Those official results coming up in just a few moments.
And we did dodge death there. Which means we're going to get to have another doubles game in 7, and that's the Kubala Elbarba team picking up win number 2 in this tournament. Correct, Andrew?
Win number 2 for that team, and in terms of total in-the-money finishes here, that team, that's their 7th in-the-money finish. Only teams with more, you got Juice and Ron with 8, and Asier and Douglas had 7, so they've got their 8th one coming into it. So their top 3 in the money, only got 1 win, but 4 places for them last week. Shows you how close they were to getting more than that. So pick up their second one here early in this second week of this doubles tournament, and a very important win for that team. The result there is now official, 1-7-5. Post 1, Elbarba and Kubala with the win. Post 7, Bueno and Tennessee taking second. Post 5, you got Asier and Douglas coming in third. And you see those prices there up on your screen. The Quinella 1-7, $58.40. The $2 try, 1-7-5. The top 3 finishers in the exact order for that trifecta. Off of $2 returns $425.40.
And a nice win price up there.
Another good price on the one to win. That doubles team, as we said, there not a lot of wins for them, but they've been knocking on the door. A lot of top 2 finishes last week. $13.80 off of $2 to win. That is not bad at all for that team, Kubala. Elbarba and Kubala, rather. Moving right along into game number 6. Game 6. Going back to singles for just a game. We got that doubles one coming up in game number 7. This 6th game will be another spectacular 7 singles match. Going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. So a couple of new faces here for singles. The start of these true late singles games. You're going to see Ron, you're going to see Douglas, you're going to see Carballo, Kubala, all those names coming out here for the first time in singles. And Ikeda as well. In addition, you've got Ben, Bradley, and Bueno, some guys that you've seen. And Bueno already with a couple of wins here today. See if you can carry that over into these later games. Post time now for game 6, which also closes out that early pick 3, is now just 5 minutes away.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a Jai-Alai glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai? Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho, this is Steve-O. This is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour. Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone? It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. And the ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
And there you have many of the references to the great sport of Jai-Alai, seen across many forms of media, pop culture, talking about Jai-Alai. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We wish Stu was here with us. He's down in the Caymans vacationing. We're waiting to get some communication from him. We're not sure. He's possibly fallen asleep on the beach, but we'll hear more about that later. I'm sure he'll be in touch with us.
Game 7, we'll see.
Yeah, that's exactly. This is the last game of the first pick 3 and some wide variety of pick 3 payoffs that we're seeing up on the board there. Going from $194 return on the 4, which I believe is Douglas, up to a $1,552 return on a $2 wager for post 6 and post 8. So across the spectrum there, some big payoffs possible upcoming in game number 6, which leads up to the finale of our high 5 in game 7 and Dodging Death 2. Andrew, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the U.S. National Highlight Championships coming up December 5th and 6th. This is sort of take 3 by us to try and make this tournament happen, but we're really happy to report that all systems are go. We have over 40 players signed up to play singles, and I believe 22 doubles teams signed up right now. It's going to be a lot of fun, and more importantly, it's going to answer some questions that are out there about, just how good the Magic City players are when they have to play against Dania players or Miami players or some of these amateurs who fancy themselves better than the Magic City players or maybe the Dania or the Miami players. So hopefully we're going to get the, as they say, put up or shut up time come December 5th and 6th. And I'm very much looking forward to that weekend.
Yeah, very, very much looking forward to it. And a lot of guys on this roster will be participating. And then that Scoop, they did a new segment. I interviewed Benny Bueno yesterday. He said some of those guys from Dania are coming in and playing there. And words coming, directly from Benny. He said, look, it's every court is different, and having to come to this court and play for the first time and adjust to it. He said, I don't know how quickly these guys are going to adjust to it, and it may be a little difficult transition. And we'll see how the Magic City guys do against a lot of people in the world of highlight that have been itching for the opportunity to get out here and play on this court. So you'll see it live for the first time here. It's
going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad I didn't know that you interviewed Benny yesterday. I'm glad you got to do that, and I'm glad that he spoke about the tournament. That's terrific.
Yeah, no, it was very exciting. If you didn't see that, that's actually up on the Highlight Channel on YouTube there. New thing they're doing called The Scoop. That was the Dania edition yesterday. Interviewed Benny Bueno, and someone actually just asked how old was Chris Bueno, his son there. Benny told the story about how Bueno was working for UPS for 10 years before he just came to Jai-Alai one day with his son, talked to JR, got the tryout, and the rest is history, as he said. So I think that puts him somewhere in the 28, 29-year-old range, if people are wondering there. But that was a great story there from Benny, and definitely check it out. Just an awesome guy to talk to, pick his brain about the world of Jai-Alai, and he's very committed to the game as a whole. That was one of his big things that his son was talking about, how he's always been trying to grow the game, even still working at Dania and still in these later years, doing everything that he can to push the game of Jai-Alai forward. So just a great ambassador.
He is a great brand ambassador, and I guess it's time to play game number 6. If JR says we're ready, we will be ready here. Final game of that pick 3, and as you said, Andrew, first time a few of our players are going to take the court in singles this week. So we'll see Ikeda, Kubala, Carballo, Ron, and Douglas in game number 6.
We got all those guys in addition to a couple more. Game 6, another spectacular 7 singles, going up to 7 points. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 here, we have Ikeda. Receiving the blue post 2, there's Carballo. Ikeda's serve begins game number 6. Here's Carballo now up at the 8 line, over the top. Backing up is Ikeda. He's got it at the 11 line. Forehand, that one. Stopped by Carballo, winds up. The Costado fakes it and beats him to the inside. Nicely done there, point 2. Carballo first up on the board in this 6th game. That'll bring to the court. White shirt, post 3, here's Kubala. That one an overserve. Flew just beyond the 7 line, point 3. Here's the green shirt of post 4 and receive for the first time in singles today. Here's Douglas. Catch by Kubala, 10 line, cutting it off, goes deep. Robote missed, tight along the sidewall. Tough play for Douglas, point 3. Kubala now with 2 straight points. Here's the black shirt to post 5. We have Bradley. It's a powerful forehand cut off by Kubala. What a great catch low. He goes deep with that. Bradley goes back for it. Digs out the Robote. Kubala backed up to the 11. Reverse stays inside. Robote comes out once more. Bradley clips the side wall. Kubala charging in on a hop, brings it down. Forehand stays to the middle of the court. Bradley outside placement. Kubala gets in position. Can't get the Robote off, point 5. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Ben. Ben rips that reverse. Bradley thought about the one hand, waits for the back end. That was a smart idea. Gets it just above the pad to score, point 5. And now to receive the pink shirt to post 7. Here's Ron. Ron keeps us to the inside. Robote, diving back for it. That's going to hit. What an effort by Bradley. And the Tejada got the speed to get there. Unbelievable. Ron, what can you do? Wow. 0.5. Unbelievable athleticism there from Bradley. Digs it out. Gets up there on the Tejada.
No offense, but you're not going to see that at Dania.
Wow, unbelievable effort there. 3 points for him. Purple shirt to post 8 in to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Here's Bueno. Bradley on the Robote. Goes for the 2-wall. That one sails wide. That's out of play. 0.8. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. Returning red shirt to post 1, Ikeda. Bueno plays that middle of the court. Here's Ikeda. Back inside, catches 3 walls. Bueno hangs with it. He clips the side wall on that reverse. Back inside, runs under it. Got there, but couldn't haul it in. 0.1. Ikeda on the board now, 2 points. Returning, here's Carballo. He's returning with 1 point. Strong reverse there. Ikeda went all the way up to the 7 line, comes back at the 8, turns to Robote. Carballo's got that one low. Powers it. Robote comes shooting out. Ikeda does a spinning Robote save on the ground. Back inside. Ikeda, 9 line. Digs it out again. Carballo winds it up. Oh. Beautiful touch on that one. Just above the pad to score. The Tejada outside placement. 0.2. Returning, here's Douglas, post 4. Robote played back middle of the court. Douglas, one-handed scoop. Rebote comes out. And Carballo just into the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad, though. 0.4. And receive. White shirt to post 3. Here's Kubala. Kubala digs that one out. That's a great save, sending Douglas hand on the wall back at the 10 line. Comes over the top looking for the big bounce. And that one will score there, 0.4. Douglas now 4 points. Returning, here's Ben, post 6. That's a powerful reverse. That Rebote comes shooting out. Douglas, no problem there, handles it. Comes out middle of the court. Ben again. Douglas, this time reaching out, stops it on the left side. Scores 0.4. Gives Douglas now a possible game point. And to stop him, here's Ron, post 7. Reverse caught a piece of the sidewall. Douglas there from the outside, turns it back inside. Ron on a quick bounce, bringing it in. Douglas now cuts it off. 9 line. Powerful reverse. Rebote shooting out. Forehand save from Ron. Rebote left side. Looking for a big bounce. Brought in. Karam, top of the pad for Ron. That's going to do it. Point and game to the green shirt of post 4, Douglas. I have the playoff for second and third place, post 5. It's going to be Bradley will serve to post 2, Carballo. That's for place and show point. Carballo to the inside there on that reverse. Bradley, good save on the Rebote. Carballo brings it in. At reverse, scores. Point in place, post 2, 5 shows. Unofficial order of finish for game number 6, 4, 2, 5. 4, 2, and 5. Get the official results coming up here in just a moment.
Good game number 6 there in Douglas. First game of the week, making it a winning one. Some nice points scattered in throughout that game. Yeah, 1 point between Douglas and Ron, obviously outstanding, but a lot of good play.
Yeah, Bradley there. The first time we saw him there in that 4th game, but there, that game number 6, played some of the best we've seen him in a while. And just the athleticism, digging out the Rebote, getting up, covering all that ground to get up there for the Dejada and just power it in there. You saw literally all the tools he has in that 1 point, and just it's just awesome to see there. The athleticism, the plays they make, and as you said, it's just something never really before seen in this sport. Really unbelievable.
No, absolutely. It's a credit to how far these guys have come in a short period of time, and you've got official prices.
Yes, those prices are very official. We'll give you the result here again. Post 4, Douglas takes the win. Post 2, Carballo comes in second. Post 5, Bradley coming in third. 4, 2, 5 is the official order of finish for that 6th game. The $2 quinella there. We'll get that in a second. Let's start with the pick 3. $2 pick 3. 1, 1, 4. 3 of 3 numbers. It's going to return 194 even. Say 114 with Douglas. 194. That's not bad. We're going back to the quinella there. 2-4, $2 quinella. Stimulus quinella, 980. And that $2 trifecta there, 425, returns 161 even. And we're going to get to the bottom of this Bueno thing coming up here before game number 7, because game 7 is Dodging Death Part 2. We survived the first one, grants us access to game number 2. Game 7, spectacular 7 doubles match. We're going back up to 7 points, all points doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Game 7 begins that late pick 3. If you would like to play that, there are no scratches as part of that late pick 3. And post time is coming up now in just about 7 minutes. 7 minutes so we get into game number 7.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the offseason practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want, and I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day. And so I'm going to push to be the best again, but we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
Sorry, folks, had to hesitate there. Had to resuscitate Scott for a second after he saw that board. Yeah, 2,000 going to someone. As we said, the public's pretty good on the wagering, and consistency is key. You see all of that here. Wow, all 8 numbers.
I mean, that's amazing because all 8 numbers are covered with one single ticket.
One ticket only.
So there's probably several people out there who are anxiously awaiting game number 7.
Yeah, anxiously awaiting this result there. Every number will make that high 5 go, so we'll be reset for this afternoon regardless. But a fresh 2,000 will be in there if you get all 5 winners and you are the only person with that ticket. If you do that in any performance, you got to be the only one, but you will always get that $2,000. That game 7 now coming up in just 4 minutes.
Daily Fantasy Highlight on prizepicks.com. Sign up with the referral code HIGH, that's J-A-I, to get a special first-time deposit match. Just pick over or under. It's as simple as that. There's no salary cap or draft, only the lines. It's Daily Fantasy Sports, simplified at prizepicks.com.
How about that, folks? Some new content brought to you by the Jai-Alai Channel there. You see that little video for Prize Picks, because along with the Jai-Alai Channel's free-to-play Fantasy Jai-Alai, we're excited to announce that Fantasy Jai-Alai has been picked up by one of the major players in daily fantasy sports, and that is prizepicks.com. PrizePicks offers a unique fantasy sports platform. There's a totally different experience from our weekly drafts there run by the Jai-Alai Channel. PrizePicks allows you to bet on individual players and mix and match amongst a variety of sports every day. Now, for a limited time, we're offering special incentives for signing up. Just go to prizepicks.com and type HIGH, J-A-I, into the referral code field when you sign up. And if you make a $100 deposit, as Scott was talking about earlier, deposit $100, PrizePicks is gracious enough. They'll match that and give you $100 for free to play with into your account. And so here's where it gets even more interesting. Now, if you send us a picture of your computer or phone screen as proof that you use that referral code HIGH at sign up, you will qualify for a double cash prize if you win a week of the Jai-Alai Channel's Fantasy Jai-Alai this season in 2020 or even next season in 2021. So it's as simple as that. You just sign up at prizepicks.com, create an account, use the referral code HIGH, J-A-I, when you sign up. And most important part, you got to make sure to take a picture of the sign-up page where we can actually see the referral code field with the word HIGH typed in it. So that's the screen before you click to submit your sign up there. Go ahead and send that photo to info@thejai-alai-channel.com, and you will automatically qualify to get double the cash prize when you win a week of our Fantasy Jai-Alai. Plus, you get that $100 bonus deposit match to get you started on Prize Picks if you deposit $100. So it's really a win-win there. Sign up at prizepicks.com. That's prize, P-I-C-K-S.com today.
And Andrew, if you're like me, and I want action, and I want action all the time, and the Prize Picks, or just the combination. I mean, Roland plays the Fantasy Jai-Alai.
Yep.
I know he put a deposit into Prize Picks. Prize Picks matched it. Roland then won a week of fantasy, so he got a double return on the free fantasy.
You get $300.
Yeah, so I mean, he got more than his deposit into Prize Picks back through Fantasy, which was free. So I mean,
so he deposited $100, got a free $100, and won a free $300 for playing our hot. That's $500, $100 of which he actually deposited.
Yeah,
so
and
that's
I mean,
not bad.
And when you look at the way our guys are at picking the highlight, and you know, with just looking at the high five, I mean, come on, everybody should go on Prize Picks, put the $100 in, get the match, have fun on Prize Picks, because you can mix and match the different sports, as you were saying. I mean, last night I had the 2 pitchers in the World Series, but you can mix and match. Tonight you've got Thursday night football. You're going to get back, and over the weekend you're going to have baseball and football, college, pro. I mean, the highlight. I mean, and our guys have an edge in highlight. They should be able to look at these points.
Given what you see in the high five, exactly right,
and just have a field day. So if you want to have a lot of fun and a lot of action and just a good time, do this Prize Picks. Get on there now and make sure to send us the snapshot so that if you do win the fantasy, which Roland's already done, so
it's already happened.
It shows that it's doable. Dodging Death is coming up. JR wants to know if we're ready. Andrew is ready. We're ready.
As ready as we'll ever be here. We got Game 7 coming up. Spectacular 7 doubles match. Second one of this performance, the final one of this performance, but we got 2 more coming up in the afternoon, so make sure to tune in for that one. Game 7, Spectacular 7 doubles. In the red shirts of Post 1 to begin this game, we got the team of Bueno and Tennessee. They'll be serving in the blue shirts of Post 2. Here's Vuelo and Andreluk. Bueno serve begins game number 7. Bueno to the inside. There's Andreluk, comes back over the top. Tennessee with a great catch just beyond the 12-1. Here's Tennessee now. Plays it back inside. That one cut off by Vlo. Up at the 7. Powers that reverse. There's Tennessee again with a great catch. Vuelo inside. Goes deep. In and out of the cesta of Vuelo. It goes there. Point 1. One first up on the board in this 7th game. I'll bring to the court the white shirts, Post 3. Here's Ikeda and Cool Fitness. Ikeda got that serve on the outside, plays it back. Tried to go middle of the court there. Bueno cuts it off, sliding in. Scoop attempt missed, point 1. Two points for the red shirts, Post 1, Bueno and Tennessee to open up this 7th game. The green shirts, Post 4. Here's CRB and Ben. Tennessee with a great catch beyond the 11 line, goes back inside. There's Ben. Backing up, brings it in, comes over the top with that forehand. Cut off from Bueno. Costado back to the inside. There's Ben. 8 line. Powerful reverse. Tennessee wants no part of that. There's Bueno up in the front court. Gets out of it. Goes between his legs. Sliding back in. Robote comes way out, and Ben missed it up at the 5 line.
That's why Stu calls it dodging death, apparently. That was a quick sidestep.
Narrowly missed, but we're good. Switch the points there. Sorry about that. The one team's got 3 points. Black shirts at Post 5. Bradley and Jetton in receive. Bueno cutting it off again. Working for him up in the front court. There's Bradley with a great catch. Beyond the 12 line. That one clipped the side wall. Tennessee thought about it, lets it go. There's Bueno diving, gets that Robote back to the inside. Bueno almost ran into it, just narrowly getting out of the way. Tennessee handles. Big bounce. Not too big for Bradley there. Brings it in. And there's Bueno cutting it off up at the 7 line. Fires that reverse Robote up at the 6. Back it to the inside. Here's Tennessee. Missed it. In and out of the cesta. It went .5. Yellow shirts post 6. Here's Douglas and Asier. Douglas handles that serve. Goes to the inside. That one barely got off the ground there. Rabote comes shooting out low. That scores for the 6 team. They're on the board with 1 point. Pink shirts post 7 return. Here are Diaz and Carballo. Two all. Split placement scores. Got by Asier on the left side. Douglas couldn't get there on the right. 0.7. In now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirts post 8. Here's El Barba and Kubala. It's a powerful reverse from Kubala. Comes way out. Diaz handles at the 5 line. Lays it up off the front wall. Brings it in. There's Kubala. Soft forehand crossing the sidewall. No problem for Carballo. Runs in. Fires that reverse. There's El Barba. Swing and a miss up at the 3. 0.7. And that will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points to the end of the game. The blue shirts return. Here's Volo and Anderluck. Anderluck comes over the top. Carballo with a good catch. Forehand back inside. Crosses the sidewall. Brought in from Anderluck. Just beyond the 11 line. Carballo lets it go front way. It's Rabote on the back end. Here's Vuelo. That forehand will score. 0.2. Two on the board with 2 points. Returning here's Cool Fitness and Ikeda. White shirts post 3. It's a low runner back to the inside. Anderluck handles at the 13. Ikeda now. Caught by Anderluck. Fires at the 11 line. Ikeda trading reverses now. And switches to the forehand. He missed it. 0.3. 3 on the board now at 2 points.
Fuck, dude.
Returning, here's the 14. Ben and CRB. And that one, an underserve. Came up short of the 4 line. Got to get those serves between the 4 and 7. This point goes to the 4. Returning, red shirts post 1. Bueno and Tennessee, they have 3 points. Tennessee keeps that reverse to the inside. CRB comes back for it. Hook the Rabote. Oh. 0.1, giving them a possible game point. And to stop on black shirts at post 5, here's Jedden and Bradley. Tennessee's caught it at the 13 with a good catch on the forehand. Bradley runs around him, takes it. 12 line, sidearm forehand back inside. Tennessee. Big bouncer brought in by Bradley. Long carom, cut off by Bueno in the middle of the court. His reverse. Jedden calls for it. Missed the Rabote, diving to the ground. That is point and game to the red shirts of post 1, Bueno and Tennessee. We'll have the remaining teams are going to pair off and play off here for second and third place. To begin post 7, serves to post 2.
Fuck, dude.
Well, tried to cut that serve off in the front court, tipped it, 0.7. 3 will now serve to 4. Winner of this point will take on 7 for place and show. CRB up there in the front court, cuts it off. Karam scores. 7 will now serve to 4. This is place and show point. Ben rips that reverse. Carballo's got it at the 12. Back to the middle of the court, reaching out is Ben. He's got it on the right side. Back inside, which is that side wall. Here's Carballo coming over to the top. Big bounce. Good adjustment by Ben, bringing it in. Carballo runs around it. Hops over his front quarter. That was beautiful. Forehand rebote, ran out of space. The fact that he didn't hit Diaz, that was unbelievable. 4's going to get the place. 7 will show. Unofficial order of finish for Game 7. 1-4-7. 1-4 and 7.
It's hard to sit here and watch these games without coming out of your chair and into your chair and out of your chair. I mean,
some of those plays he made again.
The athleticism, all these guys, out of their minds. I mean, I really hope people at home are appreciating this, because these guys are just given 150%, throwing their bodies around the court, and the athleticism is amazing.
And as you're saying in the headset here, I mean, this standings for this second tournament, that's the second win there for Bueno and Tennessee. So Asier and Douglas with 3, Diaz and Carballo with 3, Albarba Kubala with 2, Bueno and Tennessee with 2. And every other team not named Juice and Ron has at least 1 win. And we know that Juice and Ron are capable of rattling off probably 4 in a full day with 2 full performances. So this is going to be an awesome doubles tournament coming to the end here with legitimately 7 teams, probably 6 teams when you get to that point, that are really going to be, vying for that title.
No, it's absolutely sensational. I know you're going to give the prices when they do become official. I'm going to run out of here because I have to go print $2,000 again. And I hope I don't have to do it at 4 o'clock, but if I do, I do, Andrew. So you take them the rest of the way, and then later on today, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can find what beach Stu is on and get someone to go dump some water on him or something.
Yeah, go have a pina colada or something there. Enjoy.
You may have had one too many thus far. So you may have to get someone to carry him back to the room.
Well, thanks for joining us, Scott. We'll see you here tomorrow. We'll be back. First 7 tomorrow.
Will you got it, Andrew. Thank you.
Take care, Scott. We got those prices here for game number 7. The 1-4-7 is now official. Post 1, Bueno and Tennessee with the win. Post 4, that is CRB and Ben taking second. And post 7, Diaz and Carballo coming in third. 1-4-7 is now official for game number 7. The 1 to win, $13.80 off of $2. That is not a bad price for that Bueno and Tennessee team. The $2 Quinella 1-4, $19.40. And we know for sure that high 5 is going to pay out $2,000. 2-1-1-4-1, 5 of 5 numbers, returns $2,000 even. And nobody had the $2 try there, so 50-cent trifecta, 1-4-7. So the combination returns $270.50. So perhaps not a lot of people playing that one, but off of 50 cents gets a nice payout for at least a couple bettors out there. And coming up next, we've got game number 8. We're going back to Spectacular 7 singles for the rest of this performance. Games 8 and 9, both singles matches, but 2 different ones. 7-point game coming in game 8, 9-point game coming up in game 9. Second of 3 feature singles games coming up in this 8th game, and post time is now just 6 minutes away. 6 minutes till game number 8. Outside placement from Poole. Asier goes back for the rebote, diving, and that's a 2-ball, and lands just in. That will score.
sign placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a rebote save on the left side. Karam stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save. Just lobbed it up under his arm.
Man.
Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-all. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. He somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic rebote thrown by Carballo. Diving save, it's up, it's in, it scores. That's why you never give up.
Big left side, takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm Karam, split placement. Kubala up at the 5-line. Willow. That's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And folks, there were the top 10 rebotes from last season here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Takes us to less than a minute till we get into game number 8. As Will pays for the Mighty Ocho. We're flashing up there on your screen. Actually, I stand corrected. We're seeing the top 10 rebotes. So they were not flashing up on your screen if you're still playing as part of that Mighty Ocho. They did flash up there for a second, I believe, before game number 8. Regardless, closes out that Mighty Ocho coming up here. $2,000 went out to one lucky winner in that high five. They'll be restocked and reset with a fresh $2,000 that Scott's going to replenish right now. We got game 8, 0 minutes to it. Let's get into the action. We are ready to begin game number 8, game 8. Final spectacular 7 singles match here of this performance will be going up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. Serving in the red of post 1 here, we have Kubala. Receiving the blue post 2, there's Ikeda. Ball serve there begins game number 8. Ikeda forehand back inside. There's Kubala on the left side. Goes deep. Passes. Rebote forehand. To the inside. That's stopped by Kubala. Quick bounce on the left side. Brings it back. Passing Ikeda again on the left side. He gets it up off the front wall. And that one, the big bouncer is going to score. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this 8th game that'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3. We have Ron Ron. Rebote forehand from Ikeda on his knees. Tipped by Ron Ron there. Point 2. 2 with 2 straight points. Here's the green shirt of post 4. We have Carballo. Ikeda to the inside. There's Carballo at the 11, coming over to the top. Lets it pass, waits for the rebote. Catches 2 walls there on that rebote save. There's Ikeda with a great stop. Middle of the court, comes back over the top. High bouncer, rebote. Middle of the court, powered by Carballo back inside. That one tipped and scoring. Point 4. And receive the black shirt to post 5. Here's Anderluck. Powerful forehand from Anderluck. 3-wall play. There's Carballo back to the inside. Anderluck steps in. Rebote, forehand from Carballo, played inside. Cut off from Anderluck up at the 8 line. Going deep with that reverse again. Carballo backpedaling. Stops, missed it. Point 5. Five on the board with 1 point. And receive the yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Douglas. Anderluck backpedaling, stops at the 4 line, turns that rebote hard from the forehand. Douglas is there, fires it to the inside. One hand from Anderluck, he's got it. Quick bouncer brought down from Douglas. Anderluck thought about it, runs around it. Just does get that rebote up off the front wall. Douglas now over the top, back to the inside. That one tipped and scoring. Point 6. Douglas now on the board, 1 point. Here's Jen, pink shirt to post 7. Serve right along the sidewall there at the 12 line, scoring for Douglas, point 6. And in to receive, rounding out first round of play, purple shirt to post 8. Here's Ben. Ben handles that serve. That one low just above the pad. One hand just sticks it out and stops it. Fires that reverse. Rebote way out. Ben got assessed on it into the top of the pad. Tough to make that throw there. Point 6. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups worth 2 points now through the end of this game. Returning, here's the red shirt, a post 1, Kubala. Douglas turns forehand rebote. There's Kubala, 8 line. Back inside. Douglas, this one right along the sidewall, comes off a little bit. Kubala has enough room to make that rebote save. Up at the 8 line now. Sidearm, forehand pass. Douglas now winds it up, catches the corner of that front wall, goes to the outside and scores. 0.6. Straight points to a possible game point for Douglas there. He's got 5 points. And to stop him, here's Ron, post 3. Powers that forehand rebote inside. Ron's got it at the 9 line. Rebote shooting out. There's Douglas with a 2-wall that scores for the win. Wow. Point and game. Yellow shirt of post 6, Douglas. 2's going to place there. We'll have a playoff now for show point. Post 4, Carballo serves to post 5, Anderluck. Catch by Anderluck off a good serve from Carballo there. Rebote forehand. Lays it up, played to the outside, gets by Anderluck. 4. We'll show. Unofficial order finish for Game 8, 6-2-4. 6-2 and 4. We'll get those official results coming up here in just a moment. And those results from Game 8 are now official. Post 6, Douglas with the win. Post 2, that's Ikeda taking second. Post 4, Carballo comes in third, 6-2-4. The official order finish for Game 8. So we see those prices there on your screen right now. The Mighty Ocho, 6 of 8, 162, 114, 16, 6 of 8 numbers. That's pretty good. We saw 7 of 8 a couple times, but 6 of 8 getting closer. That 8 of 8 returns $22 there. The $2 trifecta, 6-2-4, turns $115.40. The $2 quinella there. Public all over it. You got Douglas, you got Ikeda there. 2-6. 2-6 quinella. Returns $13 even. I have to say for Douglas there, probably the most dominant victory he's had here in a couple weeks. He started off the week looking really good. Hadn't been able to close out those doubles game, but game number 6, first singles appearance this week, got the win. Second singles appearance here in game number 8, gets the win again, and that shot to finish it, that rebote 2-wall with a ton of power. Can't play defense on that shot. That was a great way to close it out, and really a telltale sign that Douglas may be really fully adjusted to that new Cesta and back onto his game that we saw where he was nearly unbeatable about a month ago, really. And that takes us into game number 9. Game 9 will close out the action here this Thursday matinee performance. Game 9 is that superfecta 9-point singles match, though, so a little bit different, going up to 9 points as opposed to 7, but all points still doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Entries are up on your screen right now, and post time is coming your way in just about 5 minutes. 5 minutes till we get into game number 9. As we said, here it is, that superfecta 9-point singles match. Couple of slight rule changes. Really, the main one, we're going up to 9 points instead of 7, but everything else will be cleared up in this video. That will explain in full detail Spectacular 9 scoring.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
Yes, important breaking news out of Magic City Jai-Alai, wondering how old Chris Bueno is. 32 years old. Did that interview yesterday. If you haven't seen it, check it out. New segment we're doing called The Scoop. It's going to be airing on Wednesdays on the Jai-Alai Channel. Short little interview. First edition was with Dania there. Interviewed legendary Jai-Alai player Benny Bueno, father of Chris here, number 22. His father played at number 22 under the last name Bueno. Number of years for Stu as well. Obviously, he's talked about their relationship, and Benny was saying that Chris worked at UPS, then made the transition over here, and he said he started 17, 18 years old, and then he said there was 10 years in between there, so I thought that would put him somewhere, 28, 29, 30, but 32 is the exact number. For those of you wondering at home, big pieces of information and news being broken here on this Thursday matinee performance. We now have 3 minutes till we get into game number 9. And yes, it does fall in the 28 to 47 range, so congratulations. And we'll take a look at these single standings. Interesting how they look here for week number 25, in the win column in particular. You've played 6 singles games thus far. Bueno won 2 of them, El Barba won 2 of them, and Douglas won 2 of them. So I don't think there was a possible combination. You have Douglas at $10, you have El Barba at $7, Bueno 5. No combination to have those 3. But if you have Bueno, El Barba, maybe someone else there, looking pretty good for fantasy, but not much spread out in the win column this week. Bueno got an extra opportunity substituting for Fred, who was scratched in those early games, so picked up the early win in game number 1. Then El Barba won games 2 and 3. Bueno comes back with the win in game number 4, and then Douglas has won the last 2. So those standings haven't changed much. Douglas still in first. Bueno maintaining his lead over El Barba, although Ben is sliding a little bit further down those standings. Only 2 games now separates Ben and El Barba. So Ben at 80 wins, El Barba at 78, and El Barba is in 5th place. But still 11 games separating El Barba and Bueno. Bueno still holding on to 3rd place, so good day for Bueno. After another strong performance for El Barba, maintains his spot in those single standings. And if you don't know, single standings, well, the whole singles championship race goes from start of the season through the end of here. November 29th is the final day of the season at Magic City. $15,000 bonus to the player with the most singles wins, $10,000 bonus to the player with the second most, and 3rd place gets a $5,000 bonus, so very important to get up into that top 3. And Bueno there doing all he can to maintain that 3rd and final bonus money slot. He's been there for a while, hadn't been playing that well, but this week, 2 wins early for him. That's got to be a huge confidence booster. And he got a doubles win with Tennessee as well, so perhaps a good sign that he is really back to playing that great brand of highlight we saw from him. I mean, it's really been about a month and a half once we've seen that great play from Bueno there, as we've seen these guys come back into these later games. Douglas and Ron really starting to dominate, and he's been moved back more. So Bueno, nicely done. See if he can continue it here. Coming up in game number 9. Post time is now just less than a minute away. And folks, with that, we are ready to begin Game 9. Game 9 is that superfecta 9-point singles match to close out this Thursday matinee. We'll be going up to 9 points, on all points doubling still after all those matchups in the first round of play. At the red shirt of post 1 here, Bueno. He's serving to the blue shirt of post 2, Ikeda. Bueno serve begins Game 9. That's an underserve. Point 2. Two first up on the board in this 9th game. And receive, we got the white shirt of post 3, Ron. Ikeda tried to power that rebote. That one sent to the overhead screen, out of play, point 3. And now we have the green shirt of post 4. Here's Carballo. Big reverse from Carballo. Ron setting up, backpedaling at the 5 line. Turns that hard to the middle of the court. There's Carballo back to the inside where that will score. Point 4. Black shirt of post 5 in to receive. We have Douglas. Douglas got that serve. Powers the reverse. Into the Chula, kinda. Didn't really come out that rebote. That's going to score for Douglas there. Point 5. Douglas, he's on the board, trading off points to begin this 9th game. He's got 1 in to receive. Yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Ben. Douglas, middle of the court now on the forehand, comes over the top, crossing the side wall where it'll score. Tipped by Ben, point 5. Pink shirt of post 7. Here's Anderluck. That serve missed by Anderluck, point 5. And in to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Kubala. Dancing Kubala. Return by Kubala there. Sets up the forehand rebote from Douglas. Cutting off at the 8 line is Kubala. Plays a reverse to pass. Douglas. Hand on the ground. Makes the rebote save. Gets back up. Here's Kubala back inside. Powers that rebote to the inside. Reaching is Kubala, and a great catch. Goes deep. This one going to get over Douglas's head. Rebote outside placement. That works. Point 5. 4 points now for Douglas. He's got Bueno, post 1. All points now doubled through the end of the game. Rebote. 2-all played by Douglas, sending Bueno to the outside. Just does get it before touches that sidewall. Here's Douglas. He's not going to get there. Karam from the outside from Bueno scores. Point 1. Bueno now with 2 points. Here's post 2, Ikeda. Bueno at the 10 line, left side. Clips the side wall there, comes out middle of the court. Rebote left side. That's a 2-all scooped up by Bueno. Karam scores. Scoop Karam combo. Gets in the point there. One with 4 points now. Here's Ron, white shirt of post 3. Ron going deep, wasting no time. Bueno gets up there, turns a forehand rebote. Left side, Ron reaching out, makes the catch. Rebote, forehand, not enough on it. 0.3. Carballo now returns here. Green shirt to post 4. Ron turns it. That drop by Carballo there. 0.3. 5 points now for Ron. Here's Ben, post 6. Powerful reverse from Ben. Just picked up on the left side. Low runner. Ron's got it. 8 line. Ben, right side, he's got it. Lost his footing on the throw a little bit. Came out a little lower than he liked into the pad. 0.3. And that gives Ron a possible game point. He has 7 points now. And to stop him, pink shirt to post 7, Anderluck. Anderluck over the top. Ron, good catch on the left side at the 9. Reaching up, leaping. Anderluck's got it. Comes over the top. Looking for a big bounce. In and out of the cesta it goes. Game will continue here. 0.7. Seven now on the board. 2 points. Returning, here's Kubala, post 8. Great return by Kubala. Gets the reverse off that passes Anderluck. Forehand rebote, turn back inside. Thought about it, lets it pass. Waits for the rebote. Big bouncer. Anderluck stays back, hangs back, fires over the top. Big bouncer returning. The picada. Not much of a picada there. Stop by Kubala. That one, very legitimate, but gets it on the back end. Missed it first time around. Very much in play. Here's Kubala winding it up. Turns the costado to the inside, and that gets by to score. 0.8. Returning here, black shirt to post 5, Douglas. He has 4 points. Douglas keeps this one inside. Backing up is Kubala. Lays up at rebote. 6 line now. Douglas, powerful. He got it. Oh, that just stuck in the cesta. Don't even know how he caught it. Fortunately, didn't hit him. That probably would have hurt. Yeah, it was scary. Scary for everyone. Can't imagine how it was actually out on the court. 0.5. Douglas with 6 points now. Returning, here's Ikeda, post 2. Ikeda got that serve. Tries to pass. Douglas reaching up. Not going to let him. Powerful reverse. Rebote forehand. Turn back inside. Not a lot of room on the inside there. Douglas lets it pass. Gets the rebote up. Here's Ikeda cutting it off. Trying to go outside with it. A little too far there. Overthrew it. There's Douglas. Ikeda running back. Gets it up off the front wall. Douglas, foot on the wall, makes the catch. Just beyond the 9 line. Low reverse. Caught by Ikeda. Winds up the costado to the inside. One hand. Stopped by Douglas. Ikeda plays this one to pass. Rebote coming way out. Douglas turns it to the inside. And Rebote's not coming out that far. 0.5. Great point played by these two. That gives Douglas a possible game point. He's got 8 points now. And to stop him, here's Bueno returning, post 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Rebote hooked into the pad. This game will continue here. 0.1. But it was 6 points. Returning here's Carballo. Post 4. Bueno, 2-wall. What a shot. Turns it right along the side wall there. Not a lot of space. It's a great shot there from Bueno. That gives him possible game point. And to stop him, post 6. Here's Ben. Bueno, great adjustment at the last second. Takes it on the forehand side. There's Ben up at the 9. Powers this, reverses. Can come way out. Bueno is already on the move. Gets up there. Turns it to the corner of the front wall where that will score for the win. Point and game. Red shirt of post 1. Bueno. 5 places, 3 shows. This is going to be a playoff for quad. That's 4th place. We played at 4 spots in this 9th game only. Post 7 will serve to post 8. And we're just waiting for Anderluck to tie his cesta here, and we'll get going with this quad point playoff to finish out the matinee. Again, the result 1-5-3. That's Bueno with the win, post 5. Douglas taking second, post 3. Ron coming in third. But we still need to play to that 4th spot in this superfecta game. We'll see who takes it. Post 7, Anderluck serves Kubala in post 8. Rebote left side. Not going to get there. 8. Post 8. Kubala takes the quad. Unofficial order of finish for game number 9. 1-5-3-8. 1-5-3-8. We'll get those official results coming up in just a moment. And those results from Game 9, they're official. Post 1, Bueno with the win. Post 5, that's Douglas taking second. Post 3, Ron comes in third. And post 8, Kubala takes the quad. 1-5-3-8 is official for the 9th and final game of this performance. The one to win again. Makes a little more sense, that price here today. In this game, rather. Bueno post 1, but had some stiff competition there with Ron and Douglas. $1 returns, $2, sorry. For the one to win returns $22. It's not bad. $1 pick 3, 161, 3 of 3 numbers returns $387.20. That's off of $1. A bad payout there with Bueno. Maybe the whole late pick 3 pool. It's a $2 try, 153, 250.20. And the $2 Quinella there, 1.5 returns $29.20. How about that $1 exacta? $1 1.5 returns $88.50. A bad price there to close out the action. How about that 10-cent super? Forgot about that. 10-cent superfecta 1-5-3-8 is the combination. Returns $54.95. Well, I got to say, a very interesting performance to start off the weekend. We said, looking at the win column, Bueno, El Barba, and Douglas were the only ones headed into that 8th game with a win. Bueno gets it. Douglas had a chance, so 3 guys have won this week. 3 wins for Bueno. Early lead for that Golden Cesta. Off to a great start. El Barba continues to roll on in those early games with 2 wins for himself. And then Douglas there 2 wins in those late games. First time he's really come out of the gate strong in this first performance of the week in a while. Seems to be fully back to his old self, so that's great news, and particularly great news for a lot of people if you have him in fantasy. But we got a lot more highlight to go here on the week. 5 more 9-game performances, all going to have 7 singles and 2 doubles games. And we'll be back here in just about an hour and 17 minutes. About an hour? Yeah, hour 15 actually. We'll be right back here on the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube to bring you that 4 p.m. performance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Thursday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon, morning, and invite you to join us again. We'll be playing 9 more action-packed games at 4 p.m. We sure hope that you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube and let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have in the comments section, also known as the live chat there. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us here today, and we hope that you'll join us again at 4 p.m. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.